know how snakes or more serpentine creatures are pretty common in games from the NES era? I imagine that was the case because since you could just repeat the assets of the body to simulate a smooth movement, they were a good compromise between an easy to program monster and a pretty nice spectacle for the time. So finding out that Kid Icarus had a similar snake too technically should not be a surprise, especially factoring in the inspiration to the Hydra, one of the most recognizable monsters in mythology. Inspiration that admittedly kinda gets lost when you find out that this guy looks more like a snake than a multi-headed dragon. Thankfully, Uprising gives him a redesign that not only adds 2 extra heads, but also slightly different personality for each of them. For the dialogues we got, apparently the purple one is the original and is surprisingly proud of us when we defeat them. The red one is more impulsive and angry, and the blue one is straight up happy when you kill his brothers. That's messed up, dude. Chapter 3 makes him Pete track down and pursue this monster within multiple forms, and this not only leads to 3 unique boss fights, but also different dialogues depending on how you choose to face the monster, something which adds a really unique level of replayability that is not seen in any other boss of the game. You may think that the split personality among the heads is the only major thing that Uprising adds to this classical monster, but there's actually an extra twist to it. The heads do not regrow from the body like in the original myth, but an entire body regrows from the severed head, which is both extremely funny and also kinda terrifying if you think too much about it. Not only that, especially during the second boss fight, the gills and scales of the severed head makes him look like a clumsy fish out of water, a detail that is fully evolved when you find out the reborn form inside of a lake, adding an extra layer to the creature while also keeping the lake monster vibes of the NES design. Needless to say, I love Hewdraw. It's such a fun evolution of the classic boss that is able to feel memorable despite the countless recreation of the classical myth.